9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means? It is AEW Dynamite, but it's also Timeless Elite Wednesday with your PR princess, your Timeless Elite Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me, on this jam-packed edition of AEW Dynamite tonight, coming to you from Fairfax, Virginia. Shout out to Eddie Foster in the chat. He's pumped up for AEW Dynamite tonight, and you should be, because we know what match is going to kick off AEW Dynamite tonight, courtesy of the Battleground podcast that they did an interview with Tony Khan yesterday. But also, we know our reigning champion Darby Allin will be facing off against his familiar foe, Brody King, for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. We have the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship match. Hikaru Shida, Kris Statlander taking on the Divine Dominions, Megan Bayne, Lena Cross. We also have the AEW International Championship match, Kazuchika Okada. Right before his match against Takeshita, will be taking on Ace Austin. We're going to see my gals, the Brawling Birds, in action. We're going to see Rouge in action. You do not want to miss this, but as I mentioned, courtesy of the Battleground podcast, we're going to kick it off with the TNT Championship match. Kevin Knight taking on MJF. It's going to be a banger. We're going to see that happening. Of course, they're showing what's going to happen, what happened last week. MJF on a tirade that he lost the AEW World Championship against, as he called Darby Allin, a paper champion or an emo freak, Darby Allin. But Kevin Knight came out, and it's for the TNT Championship match. And who is going to be the face of TNT? We know who is the face of TBS with Willow Nightingale. It's going to be very interesting to see, but that is going to kick off our broadcast. And yeah, we're going to have that jerk, MJF. Yay! I will say he's a great athlete, and it's going to be a busy week for him because Friday, not only ISPW is having their Golden Ticket Rumble, Creative Pro is also having their event May 1st. So you'll be seeing him, Kris Statlander, Max Caster, the entire system will be there. Everybody will be there. So Friday night's going to be a jam-packed and independent wrestling land. So feel free to hang out. And also, so excited to see Taz back in the announcing booth. Always good to see Taz because, of course, we've seen Bryan Danielson fill in. Nigel McGuinness comes in every now and then for Dynamite. But always good to see Taz back. But here comes the Jet, Mr. Kevin Knight, who is the reigning face of TNT. And, of course, he has his tag team partner, Speedball Mike Bailey. So, but I'm looking at you. You guys are just pumped up in the chats as more as I am. 4 titles. Well, I wouldn't say insanely, but we had seen some cards that have been insanely booked, but I don't think not like this. But we shall see with Miss Stat Daddy what she's gonna do. And Jeffrey, shout out to you. Shout out to Jeff Metterling. Yes, we did miss Taz. And Bozo, you did bring up the Busted Open interview that Carlos Silva admitted that because we were talking about that last week. Well, actually, no, not last week, but I think this past week we were, because the person from WrestleCon who owned it, actually, Carlos Silva reimbursed him. So that's a good thing. I'm happy he did get reimbursed. But we're getting ready for our first contest. Justin Roberts in the ring doing his introduction. And yes, Jeff Metterling, Tony Schiavone is working tonight. Tony Schiavone's on the call. Justin Roberts is on the call announcing oh boy. Let's see what MJF is going to say. Let's hear what Justin Roberts has to announce. Of course, he has to trash talk Virginia. It doesn't, yeah, Jeffrey, it doesn't get old with the banner. But like I said, May 1st, he's going to be doing an open challenge on Creative Pro. And also the end of May, he will be at Wrestle Pro. So make sure to go see him because tickets are almost sold out. So I give credit to the backstage people for getting that in record time. Kevin Knight, he just looks so dapper in that TNT championship. I'm not gonna lie. If you check out his socials, Kevin's from AT. Yeah. Yeah, Jeffrey, where have you been? He's from Atlanta. But it's so cool to see Kevin Knight. I kind of wish I want him to retain because he's been doing pretty good on socials. He's been parading that TNT championship belt, making sure he's the face of TNT. So I'm picking Kevin Knight. Feel free to put in the chat on who you guys got winning. Do you have Kevin Knight retaining, or do you think we're going to have a new face of TNT? I never... Jeffrey, be nice. But yeah, you got to check out his socials because he is parading that TNT championship so well. And yes, he's dating Miss Mara Sade, formerly known as Shakara Jackson. And of course, I'm picking Kevin Knight. I kind of wanted to continue being the face of TNT. And also with the fact, too, we know there's another person that's looking at that TNT championship match, and that is Mr. Kyle Fletcher, who is recovering by a torn meniscus. And we hope he has a speedy recovery soon. But MJF is wasting no time because it looks like Kevin Knight is touching his lower thigh and through the steel steps, and it looks like he's touching his lower left, which is not good. Yeah. and he has the cameraman, and he's showing the camera to how Kevin Knight is. He's attacking him while holding the camera. I can tell he learned this from Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho actually did this before. He attacked somebody while holding the camera. Yeah, I mean, be irate too if I lost the AEW World Title to Darby Allin. But going in, MJF is kind of doing the smart way, whether you like it or not. He's putting a headlock on Kevin Knight, but the fans are really going behind him. But like I said, feel free to put in the chat on who you guys got. Do you have Kevin Knight retaining, or do you think there will be a new face to TNT? And I think, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, if MJF wins, I think he beats a Grand Slam champion, either Grand Slam or Triple Crown champion, because he already won, the international title. He renamed the American title. He won the AEW title. And if he does win this, I think he's either a Grand Slam or a Triple Crown champion. And that's something I didn't even think about. That's something I had to think about. But I think he's either a Grand... Because we know Kenny Omega is the only Grand Slam champion. And Darby Allin, he's the first Triple Crown. I'm actually going to look this up because this is really going to bother me. This is really going to bother me. Let's see. Grand Slam champion. Because I have to look that up. Because I know Kenny. Yeah, because I think Yeah, because I think MJF didn't win the tag team titles. Oh my God. No, I am smart. I just have to figure out because I think it's either Grand Slam or Triple. Because I know he hasn't won the tag team titles for AEW or the trios title yet. So I think he may have to win like a tag team belt at AEW. I know he won the Ring of Honor tag team titles. But yes, I know, Buzz. I said that he won the Ring of Honor, but not the AEW one. So I think if he won the AEW or trios one, he would be a Grand Slam champion if he did win one of those. Because I know he won the international, he won the AEW championship. That's really pretty much a cool stat if that happened. So hey, more power to him. More power to him. Kevin Knight was going off the top rope, but MJF looked like he ooh, nice move by Kevin Knight. And he landed on his feet. So that's pretty awesome to do. Yeah, you get touch with MJF. I know what Kevin Knight. What's he gonna do here? Ooh, that was a nice move that he did. Let's see. That's nice. Kevin Knight is just really putting in the work. That's why the fans love him. Yeah, they're chanting the Jet. He's really getting that fanfare in. Love it. Oof. Cax Albert said MJR. He meant to say MJF. He meant to say MJF. But yeah, look at the Jet. The Jet is going to fly. You gotta admit, Kevin Knight is really fun to watch. And he's starting to be more comfortable with himself on the mic, if you notice. But it's really nice to watch. Oh, then MJF again. That's what he does. He rolls away to make sure he doesn't get completely hurt. MJF really wants to end this thing. And it's crazy. This is the second time they're meeting this year, which is so crazy. 1, 2, quick 1, 2. Sunset flip. Oh, that was a nice move that MJF did. Quick kick out by Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight's not giving up that. He wants to be the face of TNT. He wants to be the face. Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting because I think because I looked it up, Kenny Omega is the only person that's Grand Slam champion. So if MJF gets it, he needs to get at least the trios or AEW tag team titles to be Grand Slam. Because he already won the international, he won the AEW title. Ooh, nice hurricane run by Kevin Knight. Yes, Jeff Betterling, because I said Kyle Fletcher, he'll be back soon, but he's recovering from his torn meniscus. Well, that's true, but either the tag titles, because he hasn't held the AEW tag titles, because I just looked it up, because I think there's no criteria that they have for AEW, but I think you just have to win some of their main singles belts and either the trio or tag team titles, which is really odd. I'm surprised they didn't put out a credential like, this is what you get when you're a Grand Slam champion or a Triple Crown champion. But we now know Kenny Omega is the only Grand Slam champion. We now know Darby Allin is I was very nervous for Kevin Knight because it looked like, I hope he didn't blow out his knee. But now we know Darby Allin's the only Triple Crown champion because he's won the TNT tag titles and the AEW. So, quick kick out by Kevin Knight. Yeah, Jeffrey, you can't with MJF. I don't think anybody can afford injuries right now, considering we are on the road to Double or Nothing. We still have to figure out who is part of the Owen Hart Cup men and women's tournament, who is going to All In for the respective championships, and what's going to happen with Anarchy in the arena, and who is going to be in Anarchy in the arena. And I'm watching this on cable, so that's picture in picture, showing the commercial for Collision. So this is in picture in picture. So the match is still going on live, but they're showing the commercial for Collision. And Collision will be back this Saturday. But the match is still going on live. Both men are down, and this is the way to kick off AEW. I don't have commercials. I know, because people are watching it either on HBO Max, or you get to watch it on the NordVPN, and you can use the code for Women's Wrestling Talk, where you can also, because if you're tired of paying for all these streams, you can watch it on the NordVPN. You can watch Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, TNA, Impact, everything that you need to do. Lots of questions, Jeff Minnerling. There's lots of questions leading up to Double or Nothing. So hopefully we get some answers coming in. And I did see the report, Boza, where apparently Fightful is, this is a developing story, but it's a possibility that AEW may be doing a pay-per-view in July, which is a shocker because usually they take July off and get ready for All in Texas, All in Wembley Stadium. I have to remember they're back in Wembley. But we're back live with AEW Dynamite coming to you from Fairfax, Virginia. We're kicking off hot with the TNT Championship match. We have MJF taking on Kevin Knight. We do see MJF putting Kevin Knight in a submission hold, targeting the knee that's been bothering him all night. Single leg crab. Oh man, Kevin Knight looks like he's slipping. Don't do it. Taz thinks in his mind he thinks they're gonna be a new TNT champion, but you can't deny Kevin Knight's resilience. He's a man that has resilience and just keeps going. And that's why I respect about him. He's trying to go for that move, but let's see. Oh, he hit that move, but can he get the pin onto MJF? He's crawling. He is crawling. 1, 2. Quick kick out by MJF. Yes, Jeffrey, this is a really great match. You know what's crazy? We've had so many banger of a matches from AEW this year. And we're almost into summer. And I can imagine summer, they're going to be having some banger of a matches. Obviously, of course, we had match of the night last week. Well, actually, 2 matches that I thought were great last week. Tommaso Ciampa versus Darby Allin. We also had Hikaru Shida taking on Mina Shirokana. That was my sleeper match of the night because those ladies went hammer with each other. And yes, Jeff Metterling, we have not won but 2 women's matches on Dynamite. We're going to see my gals, the Brawling Birds, in action tonight. Jamie Hayter is cleared, and we're also going to see the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships, the Divine Dominions, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross taking on Hikaru, Shida, and Kris Statlander. So we are going to see a glimpse of the ladies tonight. Will not be shocked if we see Willow Nightingale, who's the face of TBS, or Tekla, who's the reigning AEW Women's Championship. And I'm pretty sure Jamie Hayter and Tekla need to go for a round 2. Because I feel like they have a story they need to tell. And I may be the only person that may be paying attention. But MJF looks like he's going to put the Alabama Slam on Kevin Knight. Quick kick out by Kevin Knight. Quick kick out by Kevin Knight. He's just doing the bit, but Kevin Knight's quick kicking out that quickly. And you can tell MJF is irate. Yeah, we're going to talk about what happened on Collision, Boza, after this match, because I have some thoughts on it. So we're going to talk about what happened after Collision between Mox and Will Ospreay. And look at Max. He wants that TNT championship. And that surprised me. He wants to cheat. Doesn't shock me at all that he wants to cheat. But of course, referee Bryce. And of course, he's shoving referee Bryce. And referee Bryce is taking that belt out of there. And of course, he has a diamond ring. He got the diamond ring. And low blow by Kevin Knight. And Kevin Knight took the MJF playbook, and your winner, and still the face of TNT, the Jet, Kevin Knight. Yeah, I still want him to be the face of TNT. And go ahead and continue making content, sir. Look at him, his knees. Oh, and of course. Oh, look at MJF. He's got that diamond ring. I'm pretty sure Mr. Speedball's not by. Oh, look at there's Darby Allin. Darby Allin taking homage to his mentor, Sting, which I love. There's Darby. The death drop, Scorpion death drop, the stinger. Well, we know Darby Allin, he's going to be in the main event against Brody, but look at all this. Everybody's cheering for Darby. Like, people don't see that. I mean, sure, he may not look like the size, but the fans love him. Ooh, Darby's going to say something. Shh. Of course he says they suck. Cheaters. Yeah, okay. And they're going to meet at Double or Nothing. They ain't going to shut up. He's like, no. I think he's pointing towards Kevin Knight. I think he's pointing towards Kevin. Oh boy. Well, hey, look, you got your workhorse, champ. I would have loved to see Speedball. There's Brody. Oh, so I guess we're going to have an AEW World Champion. No, there's Brody, and he's on the mic. I mean, are we going to have the match? There's no way we're not going to have this match now. I don't think so. But there's Brody. Because I would think this would be the main event. I mean, I would be mad too with the fact Brody and Darby have known each other since the beginning of AEW. Darby. Brody. Well, yeah, that's going to be the main event. Darby Allin, Brody King. That's happening later tonight. Our main event. But Kevin Knight, he's getting an opportunity next week just to find out who's the reigning champ. It's going to be I know. It's like, you can't overlook Brody King. Come on now. Oh, they're showing the promo with Darby and Brody King. If you've been around since AEW's been at the beginning, these guys have been going at it back and forth. It's like from a coffin match to meeting when Rampage was on. Heck, they even met at a meet and greet where Brody King beat the crap out of Darby Allin. Who can forget about that? And these guys have met each other very well. But I'm happy they're adding a new chapter to their story. It's going to be very interesting to see. But I'm very excited to see these guys go at it because they've been here since day one. And also, I said this on WWT Live. I need Darby Allin to come in just with the skateboard with that title. He needs to come in every week while he's champion. Just come in with the skateboard, with the belt, and we'll be good to go. And also make sure to check out on AEW socials. They're doing like this little cartoon of Darby Allin, which I think is cool. And they need to do like a web series of that because I think that would be very, very cool. And speaking of that, my gals, the Brawling Birds will be in action next. And I love it. I love seeing the Birds in action. Happy to see Jamie Hayter be cleared finally. But she is going to beat the shit out of Tekla. I feel like they're going to go round 2 at Double or Nothing because I feel like there is a storyline that can help elevate for the women's division. Do I have trust in their creative department? No. But I do think it is an opportunity for them to really help elevate this because I don't want them to put it all on Mercedes because she's already a global star as she is. This is where opportunity where you have other women in your division that you can help develop character and also personalities and who can stand out above the rest because my gal Toni Storm, she's out for the rest of the year. We don't know when Mercedes is going to come back. So this is a great opportunity to build out. I mean, we know, well, Jeff Metterling, we know about Willow Nightingale because she is the face of TBS and also Harley Cameron too. Because apparently Harley Cameron is teaming up with Mina Shirokana and we may see a new tag team by them. I don't know. But you are hanging out with me. It's almost 8:30, but I get to see my gals, the Brawling Birds, in action next. And this is actually a tag team. One of the tag teams in AEW that actually makes sense. I just hope Bossman and Creative don't drop the ball on this because I do like this tag team. It makes sense. They don't care who they face. Exactly, Jeffrey. It's not 9:30 yet. It's not exactly. It's not 9:30 yet. So very happy for that. But also not just the Brawling Birds. We're gonna have Roosh in action. Happy to see Roosh is definitely getting a lot more shine on TV. Hopefully we see him down the line in singles gold because I would love for him to carry some singles gold because he's been teaming up with La Foxion and Copa de Noble and seeing him do work on Ring of Honor with Sammy Guevara and the Beast Mortos. So there's a lot of stuff happening. And also Detective Courtney's on the case on who attacked Toni Storm because there's a few people in mind that can attack Toni Storm. Obviously, people think it's Mina Shirokana. I mean, that is a possibility because the way that she didn't like Toni Storm being with my guy, Orange Cassidy, that's another thing. Also, another person that I think should be added to the list, Camille, because Camille is back. This could be a possibility that she wants to take out Toni and have the spotlight. And also her former nemesis, Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida is a person, because if you saw the history when Toni came into AEW, her and Hikaru Shida did not like each other. And they have many, many matches. So Hikaru Shida is another one. But those are the three that I have so far. But there's a few more happening. Like, we could give it in the next hour or so. Oh, when we get to see Edge and Christian. And love that Edge is wearing his Alice in Chain shirt. He's like, don't worry about my arm, Christian. Oh, he is such a jerk. And also, they're in action too, because they're taking on RPG Vice. And they accept the I Quit Street fight. And that was quick. He said he never said I quit. It's funny how they've been friends for so long off camera, but on screen it's just like it looked like they never left. But are you ready for some Brawling Birds action between Alex Winsor and Jamie Hayter? And I love these ladies because it actually makes sense. 8-0 as a tag team. Yeah, we saw what happened on Collision. I didn't appreciate Julia Hart missing Persephone, because Persephone and Alex Winsor were in a tag team match against Sky Blue and Tekla. So, yeah, I think, and we're going to talk more about, because they brought up Collision, we're going to talk more about Moxley and Will Ospreay. That was an interesting encounter. And also, it's going to be interesting leading up with the Brawling Birds. And Emily J and Jordan Blake. Those are the two people that are challenging the Brawling Birds. Happy to see my gal Jamie Hayter. Happy to see Jamie Hayter back in action. Cleared, because like I said, she's going to beat the absolute shit out of Tekla. It's just a matter of time. I could see it happening at Double or Nothing. Remember, Christian tried to... She bitch... Yes, Jeffrey. Julia Hart was the one that blacklisted Persephone on Collision. And I think Persephone was not happy with it either, because she wants revenge. So it's going to be very interesting. Because if it's not the guys, I would not mind seeing the ladies at Anarchy in the Arena, because some of the storylines that they have actually make sense and they intertwine. But obviously my gals, Jamie Hayter and Alex Winsor, back together again. Yes, she's friends with Tekla. Not Tekla. Oh, trust me, Jeffrey, if you thought it was Tekla. Ooh, 2 birds, one stone. And 3, and your winners are the Brawling Birds. Hey, listen, I don't even care if it's that long. I'm just happy to see the gals in action. I think, Jeff, they will. I think the Brawling Birds will meet the Babes of Wrath one of these days. But happy to see. I love haters. I love that the crowd is starting to get into, and they're building the Brawling Birds, and I do like that. I just hope Bossman and Creative don't fumble on this one, because I feel like they could do something special with these ladies. And plus, people love Jamie Hayter. I mean, come on now. Jamie Hayter's going to beat the absolute shit out of Tekla. Oh, and Also, this past week on Sunday, if you love football, Swerve Strickland was at the NFL draft and he got to announce the pick and take a photo with Batman, Michael Keaton, who played Batman at one point. So it was so awesome to see. He was with Curtis Martin, Roger Goodell, but so awesome to see Swerve there. And actually, there were some people that said, "Whose house?" Love it. Oh, and we're going to hear from the AEW Women's Champion, Tekla, and Sky Blue. And I do love Tekla's pink jacket, by the way. It's crazy they have 1-1 with each other. Jamie Hayter has a win. Tekla has a win. It's kind of crazy that they both have a win at each other. I wouldn't say a fashion mess, Jeff, but I do like her pink jacket, and that's pretty dope. But it's kind of crazy. Tekla and Jamie both have 1 wins against each other. That's really crazy. Shout out to Lynette. I am doing well. And do you think my gals, the Brawling, you think Jamie Hayter is scared of some toxic spider? I think not. But we'll talk more about that because Double or Nothing's pretty interesting. But we're going to have the AEW International Championship. Oh, goody, Okada. He's finally defending the title. Yay! I think this is like, what, his second or third title? Oh boy, I got to deal with that creep dog Callis. And then, of course, Mark Davis. Mark Davis, who, by the way, has a victory over Will Ospreay last week from a count-out. But yay, we're going to hear from Don Callis. Hoorah. Lynette, that's a good thought for you, say Raquel's turning face, because I actually am the opposite. I think Roxanne's going to be the one to turn on Liv. And with the fact, too, they kicked out the person from Judgment Day who brought her in, and that's Finn. So she does have a special relationship with Finn, but I think Roxy's going to be the one to do it. But that's a good thought, though, especially with Monday night, but we shall see. And as I mentioned, Stephanie Vacure, she's out with a legit injury. But here comes Ace Austin being accompanied by Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson. I know people call him Mr. Tony Storm, but I think of him as Juice Robinson. And I love that he is very proud of his wife, Tony Storm. I'm looking at, I think Okada doesn't seem pleased with Ace Austin, but Ace Austin's no joke. Oh, Lord, I got to listen to Don Callis. But I have Takeshita being the guy to do it. I had it at All in Wembley Stadium, but I feel like something may bound to happen during Double or Nothing, which wouldn't shock me at all if Okada cheated, which he should have at least cheated. Like I know Okada's being a heel, but I wouldn't mind seeing him cheat during the match with Takeshita, and then you build that up, and then they'll meet at Wembley. Because then you got to find out what big matches are you going to draw for Wembley Stadium. But here we go. We have the AEW International Championship. Kazuchika Okada taking on Ace Austin. And then, of course, we have Don Callis at ringside. But we do have a match at Double or Nothing. AEW International Championship match. Konosuke Takeshita taking on Kazuchika Okada. Feel free to put into chat on who you guys got winning this match. Do you have Okada retaining, or anything is possible in the world of wrestling? We've had many shockers. Do you think Ace Austin will be the one to do it? I am going to pick Takeshita Okada to retain, because I know Takeshita wants to get his hands on Okada. And also, I'm pretty sure Double or Nothing, Okada's going to probably cheat his way to victory. And also, we'll see them probably meet again leading up to Wembley Stadium. Yeah, like Ace Austin's no joke. Ever since he came on to AEW, he's been putting on a lot of banger matches. He faced off against Jon Moxley. His first match on AEW, he faced off against Ricochet. So he's been making a name for himself, and happy he's teaming up with the Bang Bang Gang's Juice Robinson. So it's really nice that he's teaming up with them. But yeah, Ace Austin is no joke. I would not want to mess with him. I've seen highlights of his matches at Ring of Honor. It's no joke. And look, he's doing those squats and carrying Okada. Look who's talking, saying it's not the time to be posing. Don Callis got some nerve. Especially, I didn't appreciate him attacking Will Ospreay last week in his match against Mark Davis. And speaking of Will Ospreay, because I am going to watch this match, what's Ace Austin? Woo, that's nice acrobatic from Ace Austin. Okada's clapping like, oh yeah, I'm impressed. Ooh, that was a nice move that Ace Austin did. But going back to DDT on the mat. And this is where Okada gets very dangerous, because don't let his looks fool you. He can be very evil in a way. So my TV, I have picture-in-picture, but the match is still going on live. But also, baseball season's happening. So if you're a fan of baseball is happening. I know near me in Philly, it's huge because we got the Phillies. Obviously, the Sixers are in the NBA playoffs. The Flyers, the Flyers are actually competing right now in the playoffs. So it's a huge, huge, huge time for Philly. Instead of talking. Well, Jeff Betterly, I give you credit because you are the biggest Tony Schiavone fan. And I'm very happy for that. But going back to Will Ospreay last week, as it looked like it was like a cinema movie. So the Death Riders took Will Ospreay, and John confronted him one by one and telling him he has to make a choice. And it looks like he wants him to join the Death Riders, which is very interesting because one of my bold predictions I have is Jon Moxley is going to be kicked out of the Death Riders before the end of this year. And I wouldn't be shocked if they had Will Ospreay as a leader. Because Jon Moxley is like, what do you want? What is it that you really want since you've been here? And obviously, of course, he wants the AEW world title. And Jon Moxley's like this little devil on his shoulder. It's like Kenny's the angel, even though they've had a lot of battles with each other. And Mox is like the devil. So there's kind of like a conflicted with Will Ospreay. And also with the fact, too, you need to build, because men's, they do have some strong heels. It's time to build up some strong baby faces. Obviously, of course, Darby Allin is completely over. I mean, he's been over since coming to AEW since day one. You see Kevin Knight trying to get over. He's getting the fans up. Obviously, my guy, Freshly Squeezed, Orange Cassidy, all the fans love him. So it's just one of those things that you kind of have to really keep moving. But it's going to be very fascinating. And I'll be watching very closely with Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. But yeah, it looks like you were watching a movie. It looked like you were watching cinema. Nice DDT by Okada, because I am watching this through picture-in-picture. And you know this match was going to be kicking butts. But so far, we still have, obviously, our main event, the AEW World Heavyweight title between Darby Allin and Brody King. We also have the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships between the Divine Dominions, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross, taking on Hikaru, Shida, and Kris Statlander. And we also have Roosh. Nice to see Roosh back in action on AEW Dynamite. Very curious on what's next for him, and also who's going to be part of like I said, who's going to be part of the Owen Hart Cup men's and women's tournaments, because it's starting to get very stacked, and very curious on who's going to be involved. But we are back live with AEW Dynamite tonight. We have our second title defense. We have the AEW International Championship, Kazuchika Okada taking on Ace Austin, which has been a very solid match. And I love that the fans are rooting behind Ace Austin. He's definitely getting a lot of fanfare. And also, I forgot to mention, we have Don Callis. Don Callis in the booth. Yay! Oh, and also another match I forgot. Edge and Christian's taking on RPG Vice, which is Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. Yeah. Oh, Lordy, he's putting up his signature middle finger. Yay! Oh, boy, and setting up for the Rainmaker, but it looks like Ace Austin is. Ooh, that was a nasty move. That was a nasty move. Okada did. Oh, that's a nice move by Ace Austin. Happy to see Ace Austin. I'm also checking on socials too to see what's going on, because I want to keep myself informed. Ace is real. I'm not gonna lie. Ace Austin is somebody I would definitely start paying attention to a lot, because he's really putting in the work, and I love it. Let me check to see if anything is happening, because you never know in the world of wrestling. Quick kick out by Okada. Man, if we had a new international champion, I wouldn't even know what to believe. That would send so much shockwaves. It's like, what? One, two. Quick kick out by Ace. One, two. Quick out by Okada. Especially if Takeshita. That would be crazy if Takeshita cost him. I'm sorry. It's just the way Takeshita says, I'm sorry. It is so funny. I don't care what it says. It is so funny to see Takeshita. Oh, I do, Jeff Bennerling. I remember Taz and Michael Cole. I think they were an underrated duo. I think they are an underrated duo, because I did enjoy them when they did SmackDown. And that was when SmackDown was cool. Two, quick kick out, oh Lordy, and then you had that creep Don Callis up front. That would have just been funny if Ace Austin won it. That would just send shockwaves. Yep, that was 2.5, because Don Callis was like jumping on the edge of his seat. And also, if you see the pink headband he has because of Kyle Fletcher. Tombstone right there. And now he's getting ready to set up for the Rainmaker. Rainmaker. That's it. And your winner, and still AEW International Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Now his next challenge, well, it's in Queens, New York. He'll be facing off, against Konosuke Takeshita. It is going to be a banger of a match, but I do have a feeling they may do it at Allin. Oh, look at that creep Don Callis just attacking Ace Austin. Oh, here comes Mr. Juice. Mr. Juice helping out his buddy. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Mr. Juice, man. And then we see Mark Davis coming out. I'm pretty sure Mark Davis is gloating that I beat Will Ospreay last week. Oh, and look, and there's Takeshita. He's right there. He wants that. But I feel like Okada's going to cheat at Double or Nothing. I feel like it may happen at All-In Wembley Stadium. That's what I want. But I wouldn't be shocked if Takeshita did win. But I feel like Okada's going to cheat his way to win. But they're ready. They've been teasing this match for over a year and a half. Ever since they laid eyes on each other on Thanksgiving Eve. I think it was 2 years ago. It's going to be very interesting. And also it's going to be interesting when Kyle Fletcher comes back. Like, who is he going to side with? Is he going to side with Takeshita? Or is he going to decide with, Takeshita or Okada? I love that they're like, oh, nice. We have a tag team match. Yep, Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero taking on Edge and Christian. Oh, shout out to Honey in the chat. I hope you're feeling better because I know you were feeling under the weather bug. But I'm hoping you're feeling better because you're kicking off with AEW Dynamite with me. Oh my God, we kicked off with a banger of a match between MJF and the Jet Kevin Knight. We also have the main event, Darby Allin, Brody King for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And who is this promo? And could it be? Is it Bandino? Because this looks like a promo. Yup, it's a promo for Bandino, the Wanted. But that's Swerve Strickland. And it looks like him and Nana want Bandito. Which actually makes sense because that's Swerve's tag team. I meant Swerve. That's Brody's tag team partner. Swerve and Nana want Bandito? That's really interesting. Happy to have Honey in the chat. I hope you're feeling a lot more better. We missed you on WWT Live, but I was happy to have Hope and Christina because we did talk a lot of stuff happening in the wrestling world, obviously with WWE, because we found out, which is no shocker, that they use AI for their storylines, which is not a shocker. We said what we said. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more conversations happening in the coming weeks. But yeah, I mean, we're on commercial. Swerve Strickland and Nana. I don't think it's for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I think it's because they want to face off against Bandito, and that's Brody's tag team partner. So that actually makes a lot of sense because you go after the one person that Brody King has a friendship with. But since we're on commercial, it's almost 9 o'clock, we're going to actually take a little break and we're going to talk about the Women's Wrestling Archive, which is a project that our boss lady, TK Trinidad, did. And we get to celebrate the past, the present, and the future of women's wrestling.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Had to put my headphones back in, but support all the things for the Women's Wrestling Archive. Every little bit helps, so make sure you do that. But up next, we got a tag team match. Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero taking on Edge and Christian. We know Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero have a somewhat alliance between FTR. Feel free, I kind of said this a couple weeks ago. Feel free to put in the chat, and how would you think of FTR's reign as tag team champions? Because for me, the only bright spot is that Weasel Stokely. Because I tried giving them a chance. I've tried. They do work good as heels. But if they didn't have Stokely, I don't know what direction they would be in. But yeah. Oh, thank God. Doc House is not on commentary. Yes, and they're talking about what happened last week. Will Ospreay got captured by the Death Riders, and they're probably going to show the clip from Collision over the weekend of John and Will Ospreay confronting. So, Jeffrey, you got your wish. Will Ospreay has a week off. Giving Will Ospreay an offer to join. And there he is. There's Will Ospreay entering the dungeon of the Death Riders. He's not cleared yet. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the event that's happening in New Japan. Pac. I don't think Pac looks impressed. Jeez. He's telling me to get rid of all the excess package. Man. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting. Well, Jeffrey, if you haven't paid attention, it looks like John Moxley wants them to join. You see him in Pac. It's crazy. They're both from the same country. And they face off against each other. Oh boy. So it looks like it's interesting how this is going to be an interesting storyline that's going to be very fascinating. Especially with Will Ospreay and the Death Riders, because it looks like Jon Moxley wants to recruit him. But there'll be more of that. And we have our reigning and defending AEW World Tag Team Champions with that Weasel Stokely. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate FTR's current tag team reign? And I want you guys to be very honest. I don't want you to sugarcoat anything. I don't want you, no fluff. I want you to be very honest on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate FTR's tag team title reign? Oh, and shout out to Christina in the chat. I'm happy that she was able to catch a watch along. Well, as you know, we do have that Weasel Stokely. Jeffrey, man, -1. Woo, I did say be honest. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you feel about FTR's current tag team title reign? But we have Edge and Christian coming out. They're going to be facing off against Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, which they somewhat have an alliance with. Also, with the fact, too, we do have an I Quit street fight. Go Edge and Christian. I think a lot of people are going to be rooting for Edge and Christian for leading up to Double or Nothing. But also with the fact, too, I'm being generous. I could have gave. Jeez. I did say on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you guys feel? Yeah, unfortunately, that little weasel is on his commentary. I'm actually going to give him a 4.5, only because I can't believe I'm saying this. That little weasel was a saving grace. But I think it's going to be interesting in the tag team title picture because I think they're going to probably set up a triple threat match between the Young Bucks, FTR, and Edge and Christian, possibly for Allin, but and also with the fact too, it kind of sucks because Quinn from Private Party is going to be out for the while. My guys, the Acclaim are on a break because Bowens is joining the Ops because we see Samoa Joe back. I mean, if with Bowens joining the Ops, if that's the way they're going to return the Acclaim, I am always in on it. It's going to be very interesting and fascinating. That's the only reason. Well, that too. No, I do not. I would probably. I'm not going to be honest. If I had Don Callis and that Weasel Stokely on commentary at the same time, I would just have to mute my TV. I would mute. But happy to see everybody in the chat. Shout out to Honey in the chat. Shout out to Christina in the chat. But yeah. RPG Vice, Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero. Here they come. But as I mentioned, they have somewhat of alliance with FTR. And we saw what happened 4 weeks ago where Edge and Christian attacked Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. Oh my goodness. And then we saw what happened 3 weeks ago. And then you know what's something? I didn't appreciate Stokely going up against Orange Cassidy. Because Orange Cassidy had every right to shove Stokely. I didn't like that at all when they went up against the conglomeration. I did not like that at all. Well, here we go. We got some tag team match happening. Edge and Christian taking on Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero. Feel free to put in the chat on who you guys got winning this thing. And we know Christian's dealing with a bad arm because what FTR did to him. So, but I was laughing at that reaction that Christian made because he was like, we accept. And he was so quick. But hey, it's an I Quit street fight in Queens, New York. Well, looks like Christian's not breaking a sweat. Well, I mean, and you see Mr. Tough Guy Dax trying to talk trash and be Mr. Tough Guy. Because you see FTR, they're outside the ring trying to say, yeah, we're the tag team champions of the world. Yay. I have nothing against the Young Bucks being face. Why do I have this feeling that they may turn heel soon? I just have this feeling. Oh, Rocky. Christian's like, not today, Rocky. I can imagine that I Quit match is going to be pure chaos. But the tag is made to Edge. Kick to the face on the Rocky Romero. Oh, Lordy. Who's turning face? I'm not saying turning face, but I have a feeling the Young Bucks may turn heel because they want those tag team titles gold. It's just a matter of time. And I could see, shockingly enough, FTR and the Young Bucks together wreaking havoc in the entire tag team division. And especially if Edge and Christian win. And Jeffrey, I know you like the Young Bucks being faces, but I just have this feeling they may be heel for some odd reason. It's like something has to give. Oh, we just we just behave. Well, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like you have to watch because I know the Young Bucks have been looking and staring for those tag team titles. Oh, but this Saturday, Collision will be in Illinois. So it'll be live this weekend. Next week, South Carolina for Dynamite and Collision. Saturday, May 9th, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida for Fairway to Hell. Obviously, of course, the end of the month is Double or Nothing. Wednesday, May 13th, Asheville, North Carolina. That's where FTR is from. Ooh, that was a nice move. Christian slapped up Trevor Red in the face. But it was really funny when they lost their money. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hilarious. And Christian slapped Rocky Romero in the face. He's slapping everybody in the face. Oh, see? Oh, Trent Beretta took on that arm that injured Christian with a distraction from Cash. And then, of course, Dax acted like Mr. Tough Guy. Oh, that weasel Stokely. I just want somebody to slap that weasel in the face. And, oh, there's Brody! There's a conglomeration! And there's Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. He's having his popcorn. And there's Roddy. There's Kyle. There's a conglomeration. Yeah, because I didn't appreciate him shoving Orange Cassidy at Collision. Orange Cassidy hitting him with popcorn. That's funny. Well, at least they even the odds. A conglomeration taking on FTR. Yeah, because like I said, after what happened on Saturday, they need get him, Orange. Yes, he's been here for that Weasel Stokely. Yay! And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, Orange Cassidy. Thank you, Orange. I got my wish, and it couldn't happen to anybody from my team. Get him out of there. I love it, especially if it's people from my team that get to do that. Thank you, Orange. Thank you. I give props to Orange Cassidy. You've done well, sir. That was funny. Well, I kind of knew it was going to happen after the way he shoved him on Collision. Oh, man, that was funny. But we still have a lot more to go. Obviously, of course, Roosh is going to be in action. We have the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship match. And our main event is going to be the AEW World Title match. Brody King, Darby Allin. I do think Boss Man. This is after. Yep, this is after that. Yes, thank you, Orange Cassidy, for getting rid of that weasel. Thank you. Especially, like I said, after what happened on Collision, I was like, he ain't gonna get away with it. But also, the conglomeration of the reigning trios champions, and I need Boss Man to do a web series on the conglomeration. It would just be so fun to watch, and they would get a lot of views. I need that, and I also need a cartoon version, which they have done on AEW socials on Darby Allin. They need to do a cartoon series with Darby Allin while he's still world champion. And I need him to come in with a skateboard while he's champion. Just come in with a skateboard, with the belt. Doesn't matter what city they're coming in. Just come in with a skateboard. He is a weasel. He is a weasel. Yeah, not just a conglomeration. I need Darby Allin to have cartoon series while he's champion. I know they did bits of it leading in his journey of wrestling, but they need that. Yes. So since we are on picture, well, for me, I'm on picture in picture with the match still going on. This Friday, if you're in the New Jersey area, ISPW Wrestling will be doing their Golden Ticket Rumble. Yours truly will be on the call. We have some of the top guys in ISPW Wrestling. The winner will get the Golden Ticket briefcase where they have a title shot for a year. So you do not want to miss that. I will be on the call. I'm very excited. We just did ISPW Weekly Show on Facebook where I talked with Toto Tom. We previewed the big event on Friday. You do not want to miss it because it's going to be fun. Obviously, we're going to have the reigning ISPW Women's Champion, Vicious Vicky Venuto. She will be defending her title against Saja McKenzie. I'm very excited. And this is something that's going to be good. They're going to have the ISPW Light Heavyweight title and the ISPW World Heavyweight title. Yeah, Boza, I work mostly on their shows. It depends on their audio team, the video, Movision. It depends. But I definitely think it's going to be very cool. I normally do mostly their women's shows, but I do like certain shows if they have the audio equipment. So if they need commentary that day, I'm able to do that. But it's really nice. I've been there for over a year, but it's nice to really jump into commentary space. But we're back live with AEW Dynamite. We have Ciampa and Rocky Romero taking on Edge and Christian. If you saw before the commercial break, so I'm guessing you're... No, Jeffrey, I'm not biased. No, when I'm on commentary, I cannot be biased at all. I have to be very neutral because that's one of the things I learned in commentary. You have to be neutral and have to know all about the talent. You can't, but you can't. You gotta be new. You gotta be mutual on the ground, and also learning about the story of all the superstars in there. It's really fun to watch. If you saw before the commercial break, we saw the conglomeration. My man, Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly take out FTR and Stokely. I was just so happy. My guy, Orange Cassidy, finally, someone took in that weasel. I was so happy. Yes, Orange Cassidy, especially after what happened on Collision this past week. But we see Rocky Romero taking on the injured arm of Christian. Oof, and you see Christian with that cast on. Oh, I know you were teasing. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, it is, but it does keep people butts in their seats, and it's actually fascinating because I did say at the end of the year, Jon Moxley will be kicked out of the Death Riders before the end of this year. Tagging Edge. I know, right? You need to tag in. Poor Christian. I know, I can't believe I'm saying poor Christian, even though he's tormented everybody since he came to AEW. Nice DDT by Christian. Make the tag to your best friend. Because even though on screen they don't act like they're friends, in real life they're best friends, which is crazy. They've had such, oh my God, a multi-year friendship. Even going back to like the 90s. Tag is made. The tag is made to Edge. There's Temperetta. This is actually a good tag team match. I'm hoping the ladies get an equal amount. Yeah, but they're still friends in real life. That's the beauty part about it. I'm happy they still have the friendship after all these years. Quick kick out by Rocky. And it's crazy. We only have 3 matches left. We have Roosh in action and the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship. And obviously we have our main event between Darby and Brody King. Oh, there's Christian. He moved Rocky out the way. Ooh, looks like Christian hurt himself. Rocky Romero with ice to the face. That's like an old tactic Christian used. You used the cast. That's a weapon, and the referee wasn't looking, so it is legal. Temperetta took out Christian. Oh, he's going for the spear, but Temperetta got out of dodge. Oh, no. Temperetta has foot on the ropes, and the referee saw it. Now, you're not supposed to do that in front of a referee. Come on now. And he's trying to go after the referee. Oh, man. Spear. That's it. And your winners are Edge and Christian. They win, but they have a big date with FTR for Double or Nothing, which, by the way, is during Memorial Day weekend, which is crazy. They have a big date in an I Quit street fight in Queens, New York at Double or Nothing for the AEW World Tag Team titles. If Edge and Christian lose, they have to retire and leave. They have to retire. Whew. I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a lot of mayhem. What's Christian looking for? Oh, and he's got a chair. I think you know what this means. What's Christian? Oh, you know what it is? He's doing retribution after what happened to him a couple weeks ago. Now, usually Edge is the one that doesn't approve of this, but oh, he has a piece. Oh, they took a piece off of the chair. What were they doing here? Oh, it looks like, they took the piece off and put his submission hold the trip. Well, wow. They're making him say, I quit. I guess that's a preview for Sunday. I quit. That's a preview. Christian. Christian. He never gets old. That's just who he is. That's just who he is. But Double or Nothing, AEW World Tag Team titles. I quit street fight. Well, hopefully FTR says I quit. Hopefully. But they're showing what else that we have in store later tonight. This has been a good, solid episode of Dynamite so far. You always got to be extra. Well, Christian can't help himself. I mean, the man's in a cast. I mean, I would do the same thing too if somebody put me in a cast. But they want those tag team titles. And we go from men's tag team wrestling to the women's tag team wrestling. Look at Chris. Christian just stole the belt. And Edge, he has that popcorn handle on his head. They want those belts. Oh, man. I really want them to win. I really, really do. Trying to tell. They stole the belt. But up next, we go from men's tag team to women's tag team wrestling. We have the AEW women's tag team match. Hikaru, Shida, and Kris Statlander taking on the Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. So, oh my. But I think this is on commercial. We're going to take a quick commercial break so at least we could stretch, get a beverage, go to the restroom, because after the women's tag team title match, we have Roosh in action, and then Brody King and Darby Allin. So we're going to take a little quick break to make sure we're ready to go for our final 3 matches. It's always nice to get your feet back up to get ready because we got a few matches happening in. So Investigation Discovery. They have these documentaries that are going back with Saved by the Bell, Jerry Springer, 16 and Pregnant, called Hollywood Demons. Definitely watch that. I have to watch the Boy Band Confidential documentary because as a person I love boy bands. I love it. But here we see Renee with Chris Jericho. Oh, yeah, and after what happened on Collision over the weekend. Imitation is a serious form of flattery. That's what he says. Oh, man. You would think Chris Jericho got an interview, but of course the men are beating him up. Oh, boy. Poor Chris. See, it would have been nice if he reunited with Big Bill and Brian Keith. Look at that bald, annoying nerd. That's what he said. Oh, boy. He's just taking off his shirt. Oh, boy. I know, Christina. I said, get your paws off him. Really? You're taking his lion salt? See, Ricochet's going to learn a lesson because you don't mess with Chris Jericho because he has many shades of personalities. He was the pain maker. you don't think he's gonna go back to being the painmaker and carrying a baseball bat? So if I were Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, I would be very scared. But it would be nice to see him reunite with Big Bill and Brian Keith. It would be nice. I know they're doing some work in Ring of Honor, but I know, how dare Chris Jericho attack him? It makes me upset because as a person that loves Chris Jericho, it's like I don't want to see anybody ripping his shirt, saying things, disrespecting him. But Ricochet's gonna get what's coming to him soon. But switching gears, we have women's tag team match. I love the signs for Hikaru Shida. They're giving her a wonderful response. Shida best around. I actually do love that sign. Hikaru Shida and Kris Statlander have an opportunity for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships against the Divine Dominions. Jeffrey, he loves Megan Bayne. And there's nothing wrong with that. Megan Bayne and Lita Cross. I will say, Megan Bayne is no joke because she is more than an attractive lady. She can really pack a punch. And if you've seen her matches on Stardom, because I've seen clips of it, she's no joke. And I wouldn't be surprised if she made another trip to Stardom because I believe she's going to be facing off for not the ISPW Women's. I think it's the ISPW Women's Championship, but I think she is going to be going back to start and face off for their gold because she wants more gold under her belt. But we shall see. And this is the first time Hikaru Shida is stepping into the ring with Megan Bayne because we haven't seen Hikaru Shida in a while. Yes, the IWGP Women's Championship. I knew she had a match. But she is definitely getting a lot more draw. I wouldn't be shocked if she went back to Japan again for Stardom. I kind of wish they did show footage of that on Collision because that's one of the things that could help the relationship between New Japan and Stardom, showing archive footage. But here we go. We have Hikaru Shida taking on Lita Cross. These are for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. Feel free to put in the chat on who you guys got winning in this thing. Do you have the Divine Dominions retaining? Or, in an upset, could we have new tag team champions? Oh my, you tell. And it's crazy. We had this women's championship match before 9:30. That is insane. It's not even 9:30 yet. It's right before it. That would be funny if... Not yet, Jeffrey. I don't think so yet because I have my money on the Brawling Birds, but because I would love for the Brawling Birds to do it. But we shall see what happens. But here comes Megan Bayne taking on Hikaru Shida. Oh, excuse me. And also, I would like for them to enter, because I know they are the eight. Ooh. That was a little bit of a mishap. I hope she's okay. Yeah. Lost a little bit of balance. Ooh, that was a nice kick by Shida. And with it, don't worry, Jeff. Soon. Right now, Harley Cameron's teaming up with Mina Shirokana. Oh, yeah, Boza. Absolutely. I can see all. I would not lead across yet because I want to see how she develops in singles, but I could see 3 out of the 4. Yeah. Yeah, I think Lena is a lot more established. I think because I know she wrestled before AEW, but I'm starting to get familiar with her. Shida has her trusty candlestick. Kris Statlander said, "That's not how you win. That's not how you win." Listen to ooh, man, that was a nice counter, Shida and Statlander. Well, Tag is made to Kris Statlander. nice double tag. You know what's funny? I feel like the only woman I've seen her, I even feel like there's only been a few women I've seen women handle Megan Bayne, and Kris Statlander is one of them. Because I'll never forget the match they had, and she really put her to her limit. No, that's a double tag team. Double team. Man. Ooh, see? Don't mess with Stat. Because she can really go. Trust me. Lena Cross is actually really good. I'm not too familiar with her, but I know she does pack a punch, and I'm starting to learn more about her since she's been in AEW. So it's going to take me some time, but I know she can be a powerhouse if used properly. Quick kick out. Oh man, where's Statlander? She's just getting hit with the top ropes, but on my TV, I have picture-in-picture right here, but it looks like the Divine Dominions are really putting the dominance into Kris Statlander and Hikaru Shida. And like I said, it wasn't even 9:30 when this match started, so it's pretty much in good record. I'd be very shocked if this ended on time. That would be a shocker. I know, 5'11". Yeah, they do look the same height. They do, which is actually very nice. It just sucks because Penelope's injured and she could have been the one teaming with Megan. But I'm happy when Megan Bayne and Lita Cross sat down with Renee and did an interview with her. I did love that Megan Bayne provided a mention of Penelope Ford being on the same team, and happy they did include her. So hopefully we do get to see her healthy soon. Let's see what's happening. I'm just checking to see if there's anything breaking news that happened. Oh, so I'm looking on socials, and it looks like if you notice MJF's gear, he paid tribute to Kris, the late great Kris Candido. I know, Jeffrey. I don't want to see Penelope get injured, but hopefully. But yeah, if you notice MJF's gear, he paid tribute to the late great Kris Candido, which I thought was really dope. I think it was a solid good show, and then we got to see Swerve in a vignette promo because he wants Bandino. But I don't think it's for the Ring of Honor World title. I think he wants Bandino only because of his friendship and tag team with Brody King. That has to be a reason, because I know Bandino is getting ready to defend that title at Supercard of Honor next month. So he's not really... I don't know about that. He's still a jerk. But we're back live with the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship match. We have Kris Statlander and Hikaru Shida taking on the Divine Minions, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. Ooh, not double hurricane by Kris Statlander. See? Kris Statlander is a woman of many things. And also, you can check her out on Friday night because not only ISPW has their show, Creator Pro will be having their show on Friday as well. And I've heard it is sold out already. It is sold out. MJF's going to have an open challenge. We're going to see Kris Statlander in action, the System in action. Nick Nemeth is going to be in action. Max Caster is going to be in action. So many stars will be there at Creator Pro, and very, very excited. And congratulations to them because their show is sold out. And also, you can see MJF next month. Well, not only May, but later in the month at WrestlePro. But the tag is made to Hikaru Shida and Lena Cross. And there's a reason why Hikaru Shida is a 3-time AEW Women's Champion. And I love that the fans are just going. I love the fans are rooting for Hikaru Shida. They're just rooting for her. And they're standing by her. And I love that. And I've noticed that too. Like they've been rooting for Hikaru Shida. They've been rooting for Jamie Hayter. Oh, man. So you hear that? The fans love Hikaru Shida. I'm just happy to see you're back. I'm just so happy. Ooh, man. Drop kick on the knees. Ooh, so let's see. Next week will be a 3-hour special of AE Dynamite and Collision next week. So you'll be getting a special 3-hour edition of Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me next Wednesday. So it looks like 2 hours of Dynamite, 1 hour of Collision. I think it may have to do with the NHL hockey playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Bose. It has to be because of NHL, which is okay. I'm okay with 1 hour of Collision. I'm okay with 3 hours. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm good with 3 hours. So bear with me on that. Not the first time I've done it. I've done 3 hours. I actually did 4 hours back-to-back weeks. That was really crazy. Like 2 hours of Dynamite, 2 hours of Collision. That was nuts. Oh, trust me, I'm not going to be whining. I'm going to be putting in, if I have to put in caffeine and coffee in there. So I'll make sure you guys are entertaining. I'm not going to be whining. Ooh, man, nice drop kick by Megan Bain. And see, she's the only, Kris Statlander is the only person that woman handled Megan Bain. Her and Camille. Because I would like to see Camille back on TV. Ooh, here comes that 450 splash. Is Stat Daddy going to do it? That was a quick kick out. I'm not going to lie. This is a really good match. This is a really good match between all 4 of these ladies. Tag is made to Shida. I can't believe this. They are an unusual tag team, but they make it work. And it actually makes sense. Well, I still have the Brawling Birds winning the AEW Women's Tag Team titles, but it looks like Jamie's going to go for the AEW. Quick kick out by Lena Cross. Oh my God. I thought that was it with Shida. I'm not going to lie. Belly to belly. Damn, Kris Statlander kicked her in the face. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. If it wasn't double team, I think they're protecting Statlander. Oh, man, that has to be it. 3. And your winners and still AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Divine Dominions. But don't worry, because I still have the Brawling Birds winning the AEW tag team titles at Allin Wembley Stadium. But also, I don't think they're done yet, because they just won it. I'm going to see how they do in their reign. But Wednesdays are divine. I love the front row because they're so entertaining, and I just love their signs that they had. They had a sign for Ace Austin, the Brawling Birds. Oh Lord, that creeped on Callis, but I get to listen to Andrade. Oh Lordy, MJF, Reign of Terror. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Ooh, you know these guys are going to go at it. Why, out of all people, would MJF want to work with Don Callis? And with the fact, too, Kyle Fletcher and Andrade don't like MJF. Oh, Lordy. Well, Andrade wants to be the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion. So that's also another thing, too. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And also with the fact, too, Andrade made a challenge over in New Japan because he's looking for that IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So he made a call to the reigning champion if you saw it on socials. But it's kind of crazy. Like, why would MJF do business? Out of all people, that creeped on Callis. Especially with the fact, too, as I mentioned, Kyle Fletcher and Andrade don't like it at all. I'm just saying. But we're going to get action with Roosh. Because Roosh has been on a rampage for the last couple weeks. Oh, nice. Steven Frotte. But happy to see Roosh back on AEW Dynamite. He's getting a lot more TV time and the fans love him. Hopefully we get to see him in some opportunity for gold. They love Roosh. Roosh is like, I ain't shaking his hand. He's like, I'm just going to beat him up. Look at Roosh. Well, I'm happy to see Roosh back on television. That's really nice because we got to see him back on television. We got to see Ace Austin back on AEW Dynamite. Last week, we got to see Leo Rush in his interesting new character because we did see him against Brody King. We saw him face off against Pac on Collision. So I love that they're getting a shine and an opportunity. Yeah, look at Roosh. Yeah, the fans are going for Roosh. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's what he says. And after this, we have our main event. And it's only 9:45. 3. And it's only 9:45. And your winner is Roosh. Didn't even break it. I know, Roosh didn't even break a sweat. He didn't even break a sweat, Roosh. And it's only 9:45. Oh, he's going to speak. Let's see what he has to say. I wish I could understand Spanish. The bull, you get the horns. I guess he made a statement. He's going to be making a statement in the coming weeks. Would not be shocked if he was in the Owen Hart Cup men's tournament. And, oh my God. So we have Samoa Joe, Shibata, Hook, and the newest member, Anthony Bowens, with Renee. And welcome back, Samoa Joe. He was there last week. Shibata doesn't even need to speak. He just lets his moves do himself. Yes, Jeffrey. I think it's going to be good that he gets to work with Samoa Joe, who's been in this forever. He's been in there forever. Yes, Jeffrey. My guy, Anthony Bowens, is part of the ops. Now it's on Collision over the weekend. I mean, if this is going to be a way to... Will Ospreay? So he said the same thing, Will Ospreay? So the officer heard. So Boza, he was asking about Will Ospreay because he has a choice to make, because he is trying to remind Will Ospreay of what the Death Riders did to him a year ago, which is crazy. I'm like, wasn't the ops just beating up on Hangman? And it's I don't even know. But it's going to be very interesting to see the ops, especially with Anthony Bowens, because like I said, he's going to be working with somebody like a veteran like Samoa Joe, who's been there forever. And I think if this is a way, to somewhat bring back the Acclaimed, I mean, it's going to be very interesting on how this is going to go, because I don't want us to be faltered. I think so, Boza. I think it's going to be probably, as you say, I think the ladies are going to get an Anarchy, which I'm okay with, because the men, I mean, outside of like I said, Ospreay versus the Death Riders, but looking what Will Ospreay is doing, we shall see. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, because I feel like if it's a way to bring the Acclaim back together, I'm in on it. Because with the fact too, Bowens is joining the ops, and also with the fact too, the Hurt Syndicate is looking for a fourth member. Now, there's many options. I mean, they could go with Leo Rush, who's an interesting character. MVP also commented on Kevin Knight's post as TNT champion, because he said you would look good in a suit. Also, we have Isaiah Cassidy from Private Party, because Quinn is going to be out for quite some time. Don't know when he's going to come back. Also with the fact too, and please don't say Max Caster. Please do not say that for the Hurt Syndicate, because I'd rather for Max Caster to be on his own 2 feet. And the only reason MVP wanted him because his father was a Super Bowl champion. Let's be realistic on that. Don't speak of that. Oh, Jeffrey. I think Jeffrey was kind of freaked out after last week when he faced off against Brody King. Ah, man. That's funny. But we're also in the main event, and thank you all for joining with me on this Wednesday edition of Timeless Elite Wednesday. Just know next week it'll be 3 hours. It'll be 3 hours next week. 2 hours of Dynamite, 1 hour of Collision, which I'm okay with that. And also make sure to check out Foul Play with Anthony Davis, because it looks like Darby Allin and Sting are going to be in a future episode. Oh, Lordy, we have that Weasel in FTR. Oh, well, Ciampa. So it looks like he did put Mark Briscoe off the shelf. So it looks like Ciampa's with FTR. And I think we're going to get Double Jeopardy next week. So it looks like we're getting Double Jeopardy next week. Oh, Lordy. My guy, Orange Cassidy, facing off against Dax. So pretty much if Orange wins, any member of the conglomeration gets a shot for the AEW tag team titles. However, if Dax beats Orange Cassidy, they get a future opportunity for the AEW Trios title. And it's going to be interesting on that. So, yeah. And that's Jeffrey NXT reunion. Remember the Revival and Tommaso Ciampa. But we got a main event scheduled. We got Brody King taking on Darby Allin. I do love that Brody King is getting a lot of press regarding his activism, especially with everything happening. I love that wrestlers are using their voice to tackle against sexism, homophobia, racism, everything else. And it really makes me happy to see Brody King getting the attention he deserves. It makes me happy and smile. But here comes the reigning AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I need him to come in on a skateboard. I just need him to come in on a skateboard holding this belt. But he is the reigning AEW World Heavyweight title in Darby Allin. They're showing the footage on socials. So that's his championship. See, he should have drove that in the entrance. He could have. Oh man, I wish Darby would have drove that. Either that or on a skateboard. I just need him to be on a skateboard every week while he's champion. Or on a dirt bike. That would be pretty funny. But that's just how Darby is. The AEW World Heavyweight title. These guys know each other very well. If you go back to the early years of AEW, these guys know each other from coffin matches to beating up each other at meet and greets, bludgeon each other, everything. But if you need somebody that's a workhorse champion, that's Darby Allin for you. Drove that. Have you seen it? Hey, listen, that would be really funny if he drove it right into Dynamite. It would just be hilarious. If it's not a skateboard, it would be that. But it's our main event. Feel free to put in the who do you have in the chat winning this? Do you have Darby Allin winning, or do you have Brody King winning? So, yep, next week, whoever's the winner gets to defend the title against Kevin Knight, who picked up a huge victory over MJF to retain the TNT title, and he's still the face of TNT, which he keep doing those posts, sir. Keep doing those posts, Kevin Knight, because you really are doing well as the face of TNT. And also next week we have Double Jeopardy. Orange Cassidy will be facing off against Dax Harwood from FTR. Oh man, that was a code right off the top rope. That was crazy. I see a DQ or Darby wins. Yeah, I can see Darby winning. Or it wouldn't shock me if like Max tried to interfere as well, but it looks like he's heating up with Andrade. Oh, poor Darby. Poor Darby. He tried to hit Brody, and Brody just like spat him like a fly. Oh my god, if you saw the replay on that, that's why he's called Mr. Evil Knievel. Poor Darby. Yeah, he told him to move. He told the cameraman to move. The fans love Brody. Can't help. I can't help myself. I do like Brody. Oof. Yep, he does love his cherished spots. What's he doing? Is he trying to do a coffin drop? That's hilarious. So Darby Allin's gonna do a coffin drop off the chair spot. No, drop kick. Oh man. Oh my god. So we're in picture in picture. And we're in picture. And they're showing the commercial for Collision. I still can't get over that move for Darby. I still can't get over Andrade interacting with MJF, which is kind of hilarious to watch. I'm not gonna lie. That is hilarious. Oh man, that is hilarious. Darby. Yep, he will. Oh man. He will. I mean, hey, that's just how Darby is. I called him Evil Knievel of wrestling. You ain't go wrong with that. I mean, you can criticize him all you want, but the man climbed Mount Everest and he came back safely. You can't knock him for that. But I'm happy to spend time with all of you for Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me. Obviously, of course, we already know of a few matches that'll happen next week. I'm pretty sure by Collision we'll probably know before this is over or on socials. But I'm very intrigued with my guy Anthony Bowens joining the Ops. It's gonna be very interesting because I think if it's a way, I know, considering, well, I couldn't miss this one. I'm happy I did because I got to see 3 of my people tonight in one broadcast. I got to see Orange Cassidy beat up on that Weasel Stokely, which is one of my highlights. I got to see my gal Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor, the Brawling Birds, in action because they're going to do a lot of work. And I got to see my guy Anthony Bowens do AEW Dynamite, being with the Ops, which is going to be interesting because I'm intrigued by it. I'm very surprised Samoa Joe brought up Will Ospreay with the unusual alliance with the Death Riders, but that's going to be very interesting to watch. And I think if it's this is a way to bring the Acclaim back together, then I'm in on it. Just make sure you don't butcher it. And also with the fact too, Max Caster's been wrestling on the independent scene. As I mentioned, he's going to be wrestling at Creative Pro on this Friday. this Friday. But he'll also be wrestling at WrestlePro at the end of May. So he has been doing some work in the independent scene I've been following, but I'm pretty sure we'll see him back on television soon. Yeah, I know. I'm very intrigued. But of course, we'll probably find out more matches for Double or Nothing next week. I think we will. But we're back. We're back live with the AEW World's Heavyweight title from Fairfax, Virginia. Brody King. Ooh, that was a nasty chop Darby took. The poor man, poor guy. Him and Jon Moxley are so immune to pain. It's not. It's like not even funny. They're so immune to it. We're back live with the AEW World's Heavyweight title. Darby Allin, Brody King, two of these rivals know each other very, very well. And also very intrigued on Swerve wanting Bandito. But I don't think he wants the Ring of Honor World title. He just wants Bandito. So I think, because I know at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, Bandito is going to face off against Blake Christian. But I feel like it's going to be interesting. Who's up on the barricade? Oh, there's Kevin Knight, the Jet. He's looking on next week because he's facing off who wins this. That's who he's facing. Just like Mankind, they don't feel. I know, right? Darby Allin, Jon Moxley don't feel any pain. It's like crazy. Don't, Jeff Metterling. Sting is retired. Let the man enjoy retirement. I know it was fun seeing him when Darby won, but let the man enjoy retirement. Oh my God. They drilled through the top of that banner that's used for the announcing test. Oh man. And, oh yeah, this guy right here, MJF, he's watching. And I'm sure Andrade is watching. And you know who else is watching? Even though he's facing off against Bandito? Swerve Strickland. But I think it makes sense for Swerve to go after Bandito because that's like Brody King's close friend. And I think like he doesn't want the Ring of Honor title. I think this kind of goes beyond the Ring of Honor championship. And if it's a way for Bandito to come on the AEW main roster, shift from Ring of Honor to AEW Dynamite, this could be a nice segue for him. You would think out of all the matches between Darby and Brody, they just get crazy and crazy by the minute. Like I said, I'll never forget the coffin match they have. I'll never forget with Brody King. I think somebody attacked somebody because Darby was doing a meet and greet. And Darby was doing a meet and greet and Brody beat the absolute crap out of him, which was, my God. Let's get you here. He did a code red on the announcer's table. Oh my goodness. You gotta tell these guys are really gonna go at it. You thought Ciampa and Darby brought it because woo. And they're showing the replay of it. You would think. Oh, sorry. You think last week between Ciampa and Darby was nuts. This is probably nuts. And I can imagine what's going to happen next week. What's Darby going to do here? He's hopping out. He's like hopping on two legs. Ooh, I think that was a little. It's a good thing Darby went through the ropes and his foot didn't get caught in it because that would have been really, really bad if it really was seriously hurt. Darby's like he's like the Energizer Bunny in the commercial. He doesn't want to stay down. Let's see. This Saturday Night Collision, we're going to have the Death Riders and the Dogs take on Top Flight and the Rascals in a 10-man tag team match. And we're going to have the TNT Championship match. Hook taking on the Jet. Kevin Knight, the face of TNT. We have the AEW National Championship. Jungle Jack Perry taking on Mascara Dorada. And we have the Bang Bang Gang taking on the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia. So Ace Austin and Juice Robinson. And we have the TBS Championship match. The returning Anna Jay taking on Willow Nightingale. Happy to see Anna Jay back on television. It's been a while. Been quite some time. Quick out by Darby. Who would win a Gunther or Brody? I don't even know who would win that. I'm trying to think whose chest would be more red first, Gunther or Brody. Anna Jay. Yeah, Anna Jay. She will be back this Saturday on Collision, taking on Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship. And we have the TNT on the line, Mr. Kevin Knight, because right before he has a big match on Dynamite, he's got to put that TNT title on the line against Hook. And I don't want Kevin Knight to lose. I want him to keep going. I need him to keep going. It's like half and half. Half of them cheer for Darby, half of them cheer for Brody. I know, Jeffrey, there's many people that have been misused. I don't want to go further because after the cuts that happened last week, I'm sure we're going to have more conversation about the cuts and with WWE using AI and storylines and everything else. There'll be more chatter happening, but it looks like there has been a quote-unquote developing story happening that Nashville is a possible location for WrestleMania. Darby, is he really taking out the cock? Is he really taking out the placemat? He's really taking out the placemat. Oh my God, Darby. Please don't wrestle on the concrete. What's Brody going to do? A cannonball? Oh my God! Wow! Wiped on the barricade! Darby escaped Brody on the barricade. Oh my God. You thought Ciampa and Darby brought up. What's he doing with the concrete? He really wants to. I get very nervous. When some of the wrestlers expose the concrete because I don't want them to hurt. Oh my God. Darby's biting Brody's hand. What are they doing here? Oh my God. Darby. What's he gonna do here? He's gonna do powerbomb on the Brody. Oh, Jeff, you can't stop this match. You can't stop this match. You need a winner. Yes, he did land soft. That's why I get very nervous when people wrestle on concrete because I'm like, I hope they know what they're doing. Very, very nervous. Coffin drop. Rolling back in the ring, Darby. Just rolling back in the ring. You would think the coffin match they had was a bit crazy. But this, wow. This is a really good match between these two. And with the fact there's a lot of backstory with this. Well, they have to make sure they don't get seriously injured because usually right before a big show. They go over everything with the settings and everything else and making sure the spots are safe. Because if one spot goes bad, then it'll be seriously injured. Coffin drop number 2. Your winner and still AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Darby Allin. And I kind of said this last week. I mean, you got if you want a workhorse champion for the AEW title, Darby is your man. Let that man be a workhorse for a month. I just need him to carry it for a month up until Double or Nothing, and it'll be fine. But I need him to come in with a skateboard. I need him to just roll right in with a skateboard. Or like a dirt bike. Well, Kevin Knight's looking on. MJF's looking on. I know Andrade is looking on. Well, before Kevin Knight gets to his big match next week, he has to defend the TNT title this Saturday against Hook. But that was a banger of a match. Shout out to Darby Allin and Brody King. They really, they've always brought it with each other. And I've seen them in crazy matches since the beginning of AEW, but kudos to them. Very happy to see. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line we'll probably see him and Swerve eye to eye. But congratulations to Darby Allin. If you want a workhorse champion, this is going to be your man. And yeah, he's defending that every week. But I'm happy he's giving opportunities to make sense. Like, he does see people who are doing very well in the future. Kevin Knight is one of them. Brody, obviously. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line, we're probably going to see him and Swerve have a face-off since they have a lot of history with each other. I know Will did not want to see Swerve lose to Darby, but I feel like it's going to happen sooner than you think. But they're going over the matches on Collision this Saturday. Why are they doing this to me? Oh, Jeffrey, lighten up. You get to see two ladies. I know it's Darby. Yeah, he's going to do some craziness every week. But so, yeah, next week on Dynamite, Darby Allin taking on Kevin Knight. Ooh, I do love the graphic for that. I love it. Woo. But, yeah, that's how you wrap up AEW Dynamite. It was a hot Dynamite for a minute. I'm sure we'll probably get more matches next week as we head into Collision on Saturday. But that wraps up Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me. Oh my god. I don't think I'll do a post show because this was pretty much so much craziness happening. I mean, obviously the best moment for me, of course, Orange Cassidy taking away that Weasel Stokely, my guy, freshly squeezed. Obviously, Darby Allin and Brody King put on a hell of a match. Same thing with the women's tag team titles. That was my sleeper match of the night, the women's tag team title. Match of the night had to be, oh my god, I want to say Darby and Brody because they really brought it, but I have two matches of the night. I have Darby and Brody King and MJF versus Kevin Knight. Those matches really, because you want to start off hot, but you also want to make sure you end hot. But my sleeper match was definitely the women's tag team match. Love seeing my gals, the Brawling Birds. I was happy to see a lot of my people on AEW Dynamite. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, Anthony Bowens with the Ops, the Brawling Birds. But I also didn't appreciate that bald-headed nerd Ricochet beating up on Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho is definitely going to give Ricochet a rude awakening. I would not be shocked if he brought up the Painmaker as one of his personas, because Ricochet and the Demand, you have no idea who you're messing with one of the goats of wrestling in Mr. Chris Jericho. But we shall see on that. I'm also happy to see Roosh on AEW Dynamite. Hopefully we do get to see him on a... Exactly, Jeffrey. They don't need to. They just need to build up stars. They just need to build up stars for AEW. And plus, when they get back and they have a stronger presence, that is when they say they're not the same people that they were. They just need to continue building up their leading people for both the women and men's division. I mean, obviously we saw it happen tonight because we saw the crowd give huge receptions for not just Darby or Brody and Kevin Knight. We did get to see a lot of it on Jamie Hayter with the Brawling Birds. Hikaru Shida definitely got a really good response in the crowd. They were happy to see her. Also, seeing Orange Cassidy, obviously, because he's a fan favorite. But yeah, a lot of them do. But we shall see on that. But it's going to be super fun. But that wraps up Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me. It's been a fun time because we are on the road to Double or Nothing. We're on the road to Double or Nothing, and we got a lot more action to go. You guys know where to find me on my socials. You know where to find me. I don't need to go over there, but you could always find me on @CourtneyNJ11 on Twitter and Instagram. Have a lot of stuff happening in the coming weeks. Also be Detective Courtney on Who Attacked Tony Storm, because it's going to be a fun series that I get to lead. And this gets to be fun. It gets to be very fun, and also figuring out who are the main culprits that would attack my lady, Timeless Tony Storm. But that'll be happening the week. Friday, of course, is ISPW Wrestling. I will be on the call for their Golden Ticket Rumble. Who is walking away with the Golden Ticket briefcase? Well, you're going to have to find out. You're going to have to find out on Friday, because I don't know who's it going to be, but we shall see who it is. Also, with the fact, too, a lot of stuff happening. Please make sure to follow ISPW Wrestling. They have many stuff happening in the coming weeks. Honey and I will be there for 80s Wrestling Con, where you'll have Ted DiBiase, Jake the Snake Roberts, Coco Beware, Wendy Richter, many others from the 80s. And it's going to be super fun. Shout out to the entire WWT crew, because we are doing amazing work. I'm sure Kayfabe will be talking a lot of stuff happening tomorrow night, so you do not want to miss that. But thank you to everybody that joined on the chat with me. Shout out to Jeffrey, Boza, Eddie Foster, Jeff Minnerling, my sister Honey was in the chat, Christina for hopping on, all of you for hopping on, because look, I know everybody knows AEW is not their cup of tea, but this is the stuff that makes AEW stand out. Is even though they don't have much consistency when it comes to storylines, they do put on banger of matches. We just need to see the storylines intersect with each other and build consistency. But I believe it'll happen sooner than later, even though I don't trust the creative team, but we'll see what happens there. But thank you all for joining with me on Timeless Elite Wednesday. Make sure to follow and support Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a great evening, and I will see you next.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.